1, 2,
3,
4.
and 5.
Hi, thanks for being here. Have you ever had someone tell you something in life that you can use all through life and do nothing but better yourself with it? Well, I'm going to tell you something that a boss told me at one time. He said, figure out what you want from life, work hard for it, and it will happen. My name's Carl Osborne. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about myself, tell you a little bit about who I am. I was raised in Southern California, went to school there, got my first job there, went to work in the construction field as a roofer. After I roofed for several years, I moved to Utah. When I moved to Utah, I went to work in a silver mine. It's an underground mine, and I was a blaster. I was the one who used the dynamite, blasting the silver out of the rock. I did that for a couple of years. I moved back to California. After being back in California for about a year, I moved to Texas. And I did something I always wanted to do. I became a police officer. When I went to work as a police officer, I started off in patrol, like every other officer does. Then I went into crime prevention. Then I went to the SRO program, the School Resource Officer program. I became president of the National Association of School Resource Officers. The membership of over 15,000 officers around the United States. I traveled around the United States and I'd speak to them about how to go into the schools, the different violence that you looked out for, how to treat the kids, how to go into the classrooms and teach. After doing the SRO program, I went into firearms. I became a firearms instructor, a range master, and then went into the SWAT team and slammed the doors, and a departmental armorer. After about 30 years, I retired. When I retired, really had no ideas what I was going to do. But I have a son who owns a construction company. And he asked me if I could help him out just on a couple of jobs and manage those jobs for him. And what that entails, making sure the material's there, making sure the workers are there, making sure the job gets done correctly and on time. Well, I've told you about me, growing up in California, moving to Utah, moving back to California, moving to Texas, and becoming an officer. And that was the best job I've ever had in my life. Now, in law enforcement, there's several different things that you have to do, especially in a smaller agency. Several different hats that you wear. And that's what I talked about earlier. With the armorer, the range master, SRO, crime prevention officer, patrol. But just remember, and remember this always, figure out what you want from life, work hard for it, and it will happen. Well, thank you all for being here. You know a little bit more about me, and I'd like to know a little bit more about you. Thank you.